You're fighting the market every single day, right? Trying to guess which way a stock is going to go? You win a few, you lose more. You're always one step behind because you're playing the wrong game entirely. See, you think your job is to predict the stock's future. But the pros, they know their real job is different. They aren't picking stocks, they're selling the clock. The silent killer isn't the stock, it's time. And now I'll show you how Wall Street rigs that clock in their favor. Let's start the machine.
You're fighting the market every single day, right? Trying to guess which way a stock is going to go. You win a few, you'll lose a few more, and you just can't shake that feeling that you're always one step behind. Well, it's because you've been taught to play the wrong game entirely. See, you think your job is to predict the stock's future, which is, let's be honest, completely unpredictable. But the pros, the people who actually make a living from the market, they know their real job is to sell the one thing that is absolutely 100% certain, the forward march of time. They aren't picking stocks, they're selling the clock. You hear it all the time. The market is a rigged game. And you know what? It is. But what nobody tells you is that you get to choose which side of the table you sit on. So what if you could stop being the player who always loses and start being the house? Let's be real, we've all felt that rush, buying a cheap call or a put, dreaming of that massive, account-changing payday. It's exciting. It feels like you've got a shot at a 10x return. But that feeling, it's a trap, a gambler's trap, and it's specifically designed to drain your wallet. Because here's the brutal truth they don't exactly advertise. The second you buy that option contract, it starts to die. It's what's called a wasting asset. The best way to think about it is like holding a melting ice cube. Every single second that ticks by, a little bit of your money is just gone forever. So there you are, glued to your screen, agonizing over every little move up or down in the stock price. But you're fighting the wrong battle. The silent killer that's bleeding your account dry isn't the stock, it's the clock. But what if you could take that enemy and turn it into your #1 ally? What if that relentless ticking of the clock actually started depositing money into your account instead of siphoning it out? Well, that, my friend, is the house's secret edge. You've probably heard of the option Greeks, right? Theta, gamma, delta. They make it sound super complicated on purpose. So let's just simplify it. Forget the formulas. The only word you need to remember is rent. For the gambler who buys that option, time is a daily tax. But for the house, for you who sells it, it's daily income. It's rent. Now, this is how you start to generate consistent cash flow. But, and this is a big but, there is a hidden landmine in this strategy, a trap that I call the gamma bomb that just wipes out almost everyone who tries this without a plan. I'm going to show you exactly how to avoid it. But first, let's nail down exactly how you collect that rent. Okay, this slide right here is where the light bulb really goes on for most people. It is a total mindset shift. On the left, you've got the gambler, the renter. Their goal is a lottery ticket win, and their biggest enemy is the clock, which is literally taxing their position every day. Now look at the right, the house, the landlord. Your goal is just boring, consistent rent. Your enemy isn't time, it's a sudden crazy move in the stock. For you, time isn't a tax, it's income. It's that simple. One person pays the clock, the other gets paid by the clock. So where do you find the best tenants? I mean, where is the rent the highest? It's right at the money. This is the spot of maximum uncertainty, where the market is willing to pay you the absolute highest premium for taking the other side of their bet. As the landlord, you set up your rental property right where the demand is off the charts. And here's the best part. This isn't some 9-to-5 job. The clock doesn't just stop ticking on Friday afternoon. Oh no, you're collecting rent over the weekend, on holidays, while you're sleeping. It's a well-known fact that an options price on Monday morning has already accounted for 3 full days of that time decay. So you get the concept now. You see why the house always has that built-in edge. And now, I'm going to show you the exact mechanical system that Wall Street uses to rig that clock in their favor. All right, let's get into the blueprint itself. This is not about hunches or gut feelings. This is a machine. It's a system with very clear rules. And it is designed for one single purpose, to methodically and consistently collect rent from the marketplace. And the machine is incredibly simple. It's just 2 steps. Step 1, you sell your rental contract, your option, when there are about 45 days left before it expires. Step 2, And this part is absolutely non-negotiable. You evict the tenant by closing your trade when there are about 21 days left. That's it. So why that 45-day number? What's so special about it? Well, time decay doesn't happen in a straight line. It's a curve, kind of like a hockey stick. For months, it decays really, really slowly. But right around that 45-day mark, it hits what's called an inflection point, and the value just starts to fall off a cliff. You're getting in right when the rent collection starts to accelerate like crazy. And why on earth would you get out at 21 days? You're leaving money on the table, right? Wrong. You get out at 21 days to sidestep that trap I warned you about. You get out to avoid the gamma bomb. You see, inside those final 3 weeks, your position becomes dangerously unstable. Gamma is like a risk accelerator. It means a tiny normal move in the stock can suddenly trigger a catastrophic loss in your account. We're talking wiping out weeks of hard-earned rent in a matter of minutes. This is the #1 reason why amateurs blow up their accounts. I want you to do something for me. Seriously. Pause this right now. Go pull up our brokerage account and look at your last big losing options trade. I would bet good money you held onto it deep inside that final 2-week danger zone, just hoping and praying for a miracle. That, right there, was you sitting on a gamma bomb.
See, professionals don't hope. They have rules. And a huge one is the profit target, 50%. Why 50%? Because it lets you capture the fastest, easiest part of the time decay while massively reducing your risk. If you collect $100 for selling the option, your goal is to buy it back for $50. Take your profit, free up your money, and go find the next rental property. No greed allowed.
This is the professional's code in action. You hit your profit target and you get out. You keep your trade size small so no single trade can ever blow you up. And you place a high volume of these small, high-probability trades. Your job is to be the casino, collecting a small edge over and over and over again, not the player trying to hit a single jackpot. So it all comes down to this contrast right here. On one side, you have the professional's machine, the 45-21 system. It collects rents, and it systematically avoids the bomb. On the other side, the amateur's gamble, buying those zero-day lottery tickets, paying rent to the professionals, and just sitting on the gamma bomb, waiting for it to go off. Look, there is no secret algorithm, there's no magic indicator, there is just a process, a methodology that's based on probabilities, not predictions. This is the exact machine they use to collect rent from the market. This isn't a theory, it's a blueprint. The only real question left is, what are you going to do with it? Your evolution from a gambler to a landlord starts right now. What's your first move?
Secure your edge. Click subscribe to master the professional side of the trade.